Hello, I am Jyotir with Pavan Kumar. In this video, I am going to talk about a very important shloka of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. This is shloka number 46 of chapter 6 of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. First of all, let us recite the shloka. Tapasvibhyo adhiko yogi ज्ञानिभ्यो अपि मतो अधिकः कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्मात् योगी भव Arjuna. Now the literal meaning of this shloka is the yogi is deemed greater than body disciplining ascetics, greater even than the followers of the path of wisdom or of the path of action. Be thou, O Arjuna, a yogi. So Bhagavan Krishna, while talking to Arjuna, is telling him that the path of yoga is better, or rather the topmost path, which is dear to God. And this path of yoga is better than Hatha Yoga, those who follow Hatha Yoga, because Hatha Yoga only disciplines the physical body, doesn't do much good on the spiritual plane of one's life. And he says this is greater even than the followers of the path of wisdom, Jnana Yoga. It is yoga, Bhagavan Krishna, the yoga which I am going to explain later on. What does he mean by yoga? He says the path of yoga is better than all other yogas. Now the question is, what is this yoga which Bhagavan Krishna is directing Arjuna to follow? This is not Jnana Yoga, this is not Bhakti Yoga, this is not Karma Yoga, and this is not Hatha Yoga. Then which yoga he is talking about? So we find answer to this question by deep study and meditating on the shloka, and by referring to the great Rishi Patanjali. Now this yoga, which is complete in itself, is called Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga means which has something which has 8 limbs or 8 parts. So this yoga is Ashtanga Yoga. It has 8 limbs or 8 parts or 8 steps to it, and this is complete in itself. This is also called Raj Yoga, which means royal path to self-realization, royal path for reaching God. So Bhagavan Krishna must be referring to this yoga, which is complete in itself. Now this Ashtanga Yoga has 8 steps or limbs. The first 2 steps are concerning formation of a good character, moral character. See, this is the reason why this yoga is complete in itself, and it is a royal path. Because unless you build a strong and reliable foundation, no building can stand on it. So, in preparing yourself for self-realization, which is the highest goal of this life, you need to have a strong foundation. Now the 8 limbs of this yoga are Yama, then Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyan, and last one, Samadhi. Now let me tell you briefly. Yama are the 5 restraints, don'ts, which you don't have to follow. Niyama are the 5 observances, do's, which you need to follow for building. So these two, Yama and Niyama, will build a strong character, moral character. Then comes asana. You need a posture. Asana means posture. You need to perfect one posture in which you can sit in relaxation for the next step, which is pranayama, breathing exercises. Then pratyahara. Pratyahara is withdrawal of your senses from outside, withdrawing them. And pranayama will help to achieve this. Then comes dharana, concentration. You have to sit in meditation, and the first step is dharana, concentration. You concentrate on certain idea, and then you go into dhyana, meditation. And through meditation, then you will have the final result, which is samadhi. And samadhi is nothing but going into the trance state, going into super consciousness, in which you will find God. I hope you understand it and like watching my video. Thank you for watching.